How good is online training? Can you really learn how to sharpen totally online, not coming to a person in person? Well, today you and I are both going to find out at the same time. So if you ever watched a lot of my videos, most of my videos are about how to sharpen beauty shears. I get into clipper blades and some other things, but a good many are shears that I've sent out with damage, and I've had people sharpen them, and then they come back and I inspect them, and I make them a certified sharpener with the International Scissor Sharpeners Association, the ISSA. It's an international group that's a lifetime membership, and you're sharpening a convex edge shear, a bevel edge shear, and I'm looking to see if they cut and if they're truly beveled, truly convex. So this one I'm looking at today is one that he passed the beveled edge, but he failed the convex edge twice. Now I'm not going to tell you his name, but it was number 313047 if you want to go back and look at those videos and see what they looked like before. But he sent them twice, because I'll send them back and forth as many times as I need to. The last time they were so messed up, I just had to I couldn't send the same shear back. I had to come up with a new one. So we're going to look at these shears, and this was after two 1-hour trainings on the internet with me watching him and sending him additional videos that are secret on YouTube. And I'm really, really hoping that these pass and do well. Probably not hoping as much as he is, but I'm really hoping. Now, when I do the online training, I charge $100 an hour with a minimum of 3 separate hours. And he still has an hour to go. So if he doesn't pass, well, even if he does pass, he still's got an hour of training with me online. So let's take a look at him. And let's see. I do know he's already sharpening, and he's making his customers happy, and he's charging $40 a pair. Yeah, you can get that. So let's take a look and see what's going on. So first of all, I'm looking. Are these truly convex? And yes, it still has a little bit of a bevelly look to it, but I would say for the most part they look convex. It's got a decent ride line. That looks good. And I'm going to check and see how they cut. Now I think these are a little bit on the tight side maybe. I don't know. No, I guess they're okay. I might have turned them back a little bit looser than this, but I'm not going to be real picky on this. So I'm pulling my thumb out, and I'm going to use the least pressure possible, and it cuts dry beautifully. Let's see how it cuts wet. And I'm using the cheap toilet tissue, the kind you can see through. I'm going to be going on a trip to the Middle East in June, and understand this is the kind of toilet paper I can expect. I'm already seeing it at the airports. Look at there. Oh, it cuts nice. Was there a pull at the tip? No. So that cuts nice. Let's see how it cuts hair. And I've started kind of sliding through the hair to make sure that they are sharp and that they're cutting the hair and not pulling it out back here. So that looks like it's slide cutting pretty nicely to me. And let's see how it cuts hair. Nice clean cut. If they were point cutting, and I have my thumb out once again. So number 313047, you have passed. To tell you the truth, I kind of feel like I passed, because I've been working with him and we did online training, and there was a few little simple things that he was doing wrong, even though he had been trained before, but they were just subtle stuff that made all the difference. So if you can't come in person training, get some training somewhere, even if it's online. And you always want to push to become better and better and better. I know I'm continually learning, and we should all be growing as sharpeners. Now, if you're into videos about sharpening or watching the certifications for sharpening, like on this one, hit subscribe, because I post something just about every week, usually on Mondays. And, you know, put your comments in there. Tell me what you think about the sharpening. Like I said, I've seen better. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've seen better, but these are pretty good. I would have probably had them. That's usually where I adjust them, but they feel tight to me. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit picky, but it looks like maybe he didn't get the ride right down in here. So that might be where it feels kind of sticky, like it's not moving good. So you got to make sure when you're doing the ride line, you get that whole blade on your stone. Because if there's a little spot, and it's possibly right here, that wasn't on the stone, it might be a little bit thicker than the rest of the blade. And then you have to have it a little bit tighter feeling in order for it to cut. But other than that, these pass. I definitely would be out there sharpening, double checking the tip. Yep, always feel to make sure it's smooth, and hey, go make some money sharpening. It's a good business out there.